What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kimmy Kim, and I'm here with my boy, Ed.
Yeah, from Mitchell&Mitchell Super Speed, your boy Eddie Ed here. Mitchell&Mitchell Super Speed, we are live and in the flesh. We're out and about, on site. We're always on site, different locations, trying new things, and just trying to expand our palette. We're working on some things. You know, wonderful thing happened today. The sound is gonna clear up a little bit. Don't worry about it. You're gonna hear ambient noises. That's fine. As Kimmy Kim always says, we're in the basement, we're in the garage, we're coming up, but we're working on that right now. Oh, here it is. I accept the tones. And is it the capital letter?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. So today we did a dope interview today.
Yes.
With I would like to call him our brother, which will be Ed's brother, R.J. Mitchell, and it's his birthday today. So once again, happy 40th birthday, R.J. He killed it at Tavern on LaGrange today in Countryside, Illinois. He was doing where he performed every Saturday, and it was awesome. It was an awesome.
It was
show.
Awesome show.
Awesome show. Awesome interview.
Awesome interview.
He's just awesome.
Awesome. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna put it out there for you guys to see in the very, very.
Yeah, y'all will be able to see it for sure tomorrow. I'll say, but we definitely put it out there.
Yeah, tomorrow for sure.
And you all will also be seeing, just to give y'all a little a sneak peek into Sip and Spill, you will be seeing RJ and I and Ed just doing the show. He's going to be sitting in with us from time to time. He's a great entertainer, and he have a lot of dope things coming up, especially for us, our people, as we like to say. So with that, we're going to let y'all watch that show to be on YouTube tomorrow, and y'all will be able to see that as well as Facebook and all our handles, Sip and Spill 2022 IG. We're going to let y'all be able to see that, and that will be a dope show.
Super dope. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about what's to come. We got a lot of great things, more announcements we're going to be doing about things that's coming up in the future, what's going on with us, as far as with the radio show and other videos that we're doing, and locations we're doing, and things and adventures that Sip and Spill is embarking upon. It is incumbent upon us and you guys to kind of help us celebrate and enjoy the journey with us and assist us on the journey. We might ask you to help us and look out for us, so just show us favor. But as we go along, we're looking forward to making sure we continue to build great bridges with all our friends and friends who are to rock with us and follow us. And we want you to know we always appreciate you. We never want that to go kind of unstated. Like, we really appreciate you guys rocking with us. Some guys have been rocking with us since day one, and that's a blessing. It's a blessing. And we don't take it for granted ever. We never take it for granted. So we're working on our things. So you might hear ambient noises around us. We're trying to work on our everything right now.
So just to kind of give y'all a sneak peek, I'm gonna take this time to kind of let y'all know what's going on for the month of August. A lot of times we get asked the questions. We're, as I like to say, in the basement and the garage, because some areas we have moved up and excelled from. But most of the important parts, I would say, is that I'm still always gonna be here for it.
Right.
So with that stated, we got some things that we're going to be doing coming up, such as we got a great, as y'all saw, we did Cigar Week in Chicago, and there was a lot of great guys that came on, and I don't want to name some of them because I can't name them all, so I'm just going to say the great guys, and you can watch that also on our YouTube and Facebook. You'll be able to see Cigar Week. And to keep that going, we're going to be going to Miami in 2 weeks, meeting Mr. TK himself, which we like to call him the godfather of cigars. And we're going to meet him, and we're going to be talking and just get the whole Miami vibe. Sip and Spill does Miami. After that, Power 104.9, who Ed and I are also with, we will be there at the end of Atlanta, celebrating with all the other radio show hosts of end of month of August. Pretty much the last weekend of August, we will be in Atlanta, and more importantly, now there we're going to spend some time simply for it's our second home. So we'll be coming there, capturing all our fans there that are sending us love from across the miles. We appreciate that, and just doing some meet and greets and having some different events. I want y'all to definitely come along for that ride. That's like a 4-day event for us. We look forward to that. And then just different content coming up where you are seeing us now do different interviews with different dope people simply for Ed and I really like to stick to people that we know. It's just the same thing as what we talk about, what we know and not what we heard. And a lot of times it's just bringing to the forefront things that happens every day. And sometimes we be looking all out. Everybody does this everywhere and anywhere for a particular theme or a particular someone, and they be right up under your nose. So with this platform, I like to bring light to that. And starting, as we say, I'm definitely 100% Mitchell breed with that stated. Starting today with my brother RJ Mitchell um, coming on and doing an interview with us. And just seeing that entertainment and how he get down there. Talent, talent, talent can be right in your nose, guys. Right up under your nose, right around you, your children, your family. You didn't even know, and then to have that love and support. And just to hear one another, be able to say, as RJ was saying, about how much he loved Ed and how he been a great one of his greatest inspiration, which I think is dope. So with that stated, we want to keep on bringing that kind of love, keep on passing that kind of love, keep on sharing that kind of love. And Ed and I like to go where we celebrate it and not tolerate it.
Right.
And that's exactly what we do right here on this show. So for anyone and everyone that want to come on and talk about things, we are here for it. And you want to talk to us directly, we are here for it. And calling in or just reaching out to us, I like to I keep posting on our Sip and Spill Facebook group.
Right.
For everybody that's signed up, we do have some members that's on there. This is for you. You definitely can write in and correspond, and let us know what you think of that group, as well as we have our Mitchell Business Group. We have our Sip and Spill IG, which is Sip and Spill 2022. And of course, we have our YouTube. Now, we have Anchor and we have Twitter. And that's what you're going to be seeing more of coming out with that. So with that stated, we just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. We trying to send you more pictures and kind of check in where we at. I get some feedback telling me what y'all doing now, So with that stated, that's who I want to also send out. I just feel I want to give a very, 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 very warm hello and welcome to Ron, that is my Sweden friend for years, that is always watching, and I just want you to know I appreciate that because the time difference is tremendously different. And for you to stay up and bring your friends and family just to watch me, and Ed and I want to say thank you.
I want to say I thank you guys so much. It gives us great joy.
It does.
And I always, like I say, I never take anything for granted, and I want to make sure that everybody knows that we appreciate them. Gratitude is a big, strong energy and emotion to expand, and gratitude is right up there with love. Those are the strongest level frequencies to operate in. So I always want to make sure that I extend and express gratitude because people don't have to do those type of things.
They don't.
They ain't got to show up for you. They ain't got to support you. They ain't got to follow you. They ain't got to like you. They ain't got to do any of those things. They can just be like, listen, we don't know you, or we do know you, but you doing your thing. Some people be just haters. Or not, I don't want to use the word hater. Some people just not really celebrating. They don't really want, they're not down there. Like you doing, that's your thing.
And with Sip and Spill, I want to just say, I think we got more of we're Chicago born and raised. However, me partly in another state that I won't claim. However, it's part of my life still. But with that stated, I think Sip and Spill kind of bring the hospitality of the South, where we love to be able to share with everyone the love, and just want to create a platform that you are appreciated. I think a lot of people, you're just doing stuff so normally it's just expected of you, but people don't have to. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice to choose us. It's a choice for us to choose this, and doing what we love to do makes it easier to do. It's a lot of people getting up, going to work. We were just laughing today and not having random conversations, being best friends like we are. We just talking about when people just be terrible with their customer service, or just they really don't want, what I'm saying, to just participate, but they doing it for a certain reason. But then when they participating, they got a damn attitude about it. And like, man, we didn't ask you to, you know what I'm saying? So, and I want you to share this story about because Ed was selling his car.
Yeah, so I was telling Kim and Kim about how I've been selling cars for a long time. just different cars, so my own account, my own cars or whatever, and have my had dealership license. And you know, with me being a person, a lot of times now with me not having my own auto shop anymore, I sell it from the house. People come by the house and stuff and ask questions. So I don't know what's this thing about me. What's this thing with people, but they gotta come into the thing all just frowning up and just expecting everything to be trash. They're expecting everything to be terrible. They're not expecting anything, you know. Yeah, they're not. They come into it expecting something to be wrong with it. They come out there kicking tires, like what's going. And it's like I know you looking at it. You coming in the game. I'm like, why you gotta come with that energy? You're coming in to try to find something wrong to justify you trying to lowball. And one thing I was telling Kimmy earlier, like I don't need to do all the funky face stuff. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna look at it. Man, this is nice, man. I'm gonna offer this much. Right. I don't have to give you the face and looking like, oh man, it's just messed up. What's this? It's just like we do that. People come in the gate like they this nasty spirit, like I'm a scammer or something. I hate that. I promise you guys. And I was telling Kimmy that stuff today. I'm like, it's just I hate that.
It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But it's just like going through a fast food, you know, or grabbing something to eat, or just sitting in a restaurant and the person that you're doing, and they just you're like, what is your problem? Like, what?
Yeah, why are you here? You that irritated? Yeah, you.
I mean, I understand we go through stuff, but you don't have to wear it. It's not my fault, and you know, it's just like you know. But people are rather be mad and upset and negative before they'll be happy, or just be okay. Sometimes I think we just need those hugs. I think a lot of people need a hug. So I'm just gonna start saying, I'm like, you know what? And then
I think we can start giving them hugs.
Come here. Come on right now. Look, stop what you're doing. Just come in. Come on. Let me give you some because you know what I'm saying. Wakanda forever.
Girl, did you see that?
Wakanda forever.
Did you see the? Speaking
I saw the trailer, baby.
What's the name is killing the game in that? I love, I call her.
Who you talking about? My girl Angela Bassett,
yes.
The mama. Yes. Love her to death.
And we're gonna start doing that kind of stuff too. We're gonna start talking about movie stuff that we like.
Yes, and reenactment of them. I love them, but I don't know who's gonna replace my boy, but
I think it's his sister. The sister's just gonna be her.
But I just it's definitely something I can't wait for. So in our world, what movies y'all watching? What y'all looking at? What y'all checking out? But I can tell you, for us, we definitely. I'm a Marvel fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm into that. Right. And they got in Chicago coming up. What you say? The cause. Comic Con. So I saw that, and somebody told me about it. It's like they actually on and everything. This weekend coming up 4th, 5th, and 6th or something like that. I know you have mentioned to me. I recognize it when you had told me. So.
Comic Con.
Yeah, I think my son was like really into this stuff. DJ, he loved it. Oh yes.
He is into that kind of
serious, stuff. Like shirts, everything. When I tell
they
you
had a
about
makeup girl. When I tell you
like,
but anyway, when you speak of Wakanda, which I'm with you, I don't want to get off that, but it was that damn trailer. When I tell you the way that whole ambiance and the music that was coming behind it was so amazingly great. Got to mute stuff. Give us guys, got to mute us right there.
That need to be muted right there.
I'm gonna mute it over there. Hold on, guys. No.
1, 2, checker. Baby, let me know what's up.
That's
oh my God.
I know, right? We're on deck.
So it feels good to just be chilling and being our own. Oh my God.
So there we go. Now we got our mics on. Hopefully you guys can hear us, chime in, log in, talk to us as you normally do. It's been a minute since we really actually had some dope ass conversations with people and see how everybody is doing.
Yeah, that's true. I think we're gonna try to hit all our handles this week, as they would say. this weekend. You know, our Saturday, we try to get it all in. You know, we got jobs and responsibilities, you know, children and attitudes, and you know, different people with different situationships, and you know, it's just a whole bunch going on. But you
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's what I say. It's still a choice to pull up and show out, and that's what we do every chance we get. And this Sip and Spill, our baby matters.
I'm just checking to see how my mic is sounding. I don't know if it's sounding good or not.
So, with that stated, I know y'all have checked out the topic of the day, and I want to say sexual desire versus attraction versus arousal is a different type of subject, I would say, for a lot of people, but it's more for clarification of understanding the difference. So, I want to talk about when we did a show with Ed's son, Edwin. And it was about how he was coming out, letting everybody know, and just himself to his family, not the world. But he didn't care. It was just about him coming out, saying, "Hey, you know, this is me, and I'm gay." And in that stated, when I tell you, I call him my son too. When I say he owned that, and rep that in a way that we all could take a lesson out of the Edwin Mitchell book. Just the fact that there's a lot of people not truly living their truth right now, not really being who they are. And saying that to say this, he said when we learning who he was, and talking to a friend of his when he was in college, and he was just saying how the friend was like, just do it, just do it, just come on out and say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things where he was like, that doesn't mean because I'm gay, doesn't mean I'm not attracted to women. He
Right.
said that doesn't mean there's a difference of being attracted and then of being aroused by someone. So, and that's absolutely true. And then there's a thing of just being attracted to someone and not acting on it. That don't mean you got to go have sex with them,
Mm-hmm.
or that don't even mean that you want to have sex with them. Simply for the fact that I'm just attracted to them. So I think a lot of people, and I am a big person on this. The reason why I even want to talk about this for me is because I want to dismantle of this crazy relationships that people are starting with each other, especially in the younger generation, where you all of a sudden become dehumanized, where you can't dress a certain way, you can't look at this person because being a human, a woman or male, you are attracted to the other race,
The other sex.
the other sex, whatever. You are attracted. If I'm a female, I'm attracted to the male. The male is attracted to the female.
Right.
That's it. And I think everybody think like if we're in a relationship, I can't be attracted to that person. Yes, you can. That don't mean that because you're attracted to that person, you're a bad person, or you cheating, or you just a bad, person to not be in a relationship with because of that. That is an absolute normal thing.
I want to kind of dive into that dichotomy of attraction and arousal real quick. I want to talk about somebody I know, a person that I know, and this person. Let's just say he's a single guy, and he, single, but whatever. But anyway, he has people that he's attracted to, like these. Let's say he's had instances where he's had a woman or a couple of women he was attracted to, and they'd get down to business, and he couldn't perform.
Okay.
But then it was somebody that he had been dating for a long time, like they had a relationship where they had an understanding,
Okay.
and it was totally whatever. But when he get with that person, he would perform. It was like something about that person that it was like I can perform every time with this person, no help, no nothing. These other people, this other girl or woman that he was attracted to, he couldn't perform.
Okay.
And I don't know. Now, it could be medical. I don't know what that is. I can't speak on it. I ain't been there. I wasn't there when he was trying to perform or anything like that. But that's been the story, was that this one particular person he'd been knowing and been rocking with for a long time, they arouse him. They get him started. They get him going. He can get it cracking with them, no problem. They walk in the room, he ready to go. But this other person he's really, really, really attracted to and really, really seeking after, looking for the thing,
Okay.
You're really, really seeking out that he can't perform. And I don't know if but I think that was kind of weird to hear. I don't know. I mean,
Okay, so let me divulge into that because I do have an answer for that. But I want to know what you I got it. I want to know what you're saying. You're saying that this guy, some people that he don't know about, some people that he don't know, or some person that he met and
he knows them,
but
and
he
he's had
just
some sort of
basically is not
relationship with them.
aroused by them.
I think that's what's come to me from what I'm listening to now. I'm assuming that's just basically what's going on with him. They're not arousing him. He thinks he's attracted to them, like crazy attracted.
Okay,
to
so
them.
he can any male or female guys can be attracted to a person, like even in friendship. I think there's a certain type of attraction in friendship, even in same sex. Like I'm attracted to the fact. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about Kimmy Kim because I like to talk about what I know. So I saw a lady today that I really love her hat and I like her blouse. I just like how she put that together. That's a look that I've been saying that I wanted to wear. I just trying to put it together and I call it a certain kind of place that I would want to be wearing it. So today I called her my woman crush. I was 100% attracted to what she had on and what she repped. Now when she go home and take that shit off, I don't know what the hell she okay. I'm just keeping it 100. But at that moment, the entire time, you understand me, I was like, that's okay. And your girl is strictly dickly. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying I was attracted to that.
Yeah.
Her whole get when I saw my boy, I was like, oh my God. And I couldn't stop looking at her. I love that. I love that. And that don't happen to me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it just don't. So with that stated, I'm saying it happens like that. Like you have certain friends and people want you to be their friends because, they just like how you rock. They like how you get out. They like how you be with people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking in same sex. So now I think when it becomes where a woman has a vagina and a man have an absolute penis, the attraction is different. Because, oh my God, he can poke me, Okay, with that, I'm saying this. You can be 100% attracted to somebody by the way they look, by the way they smell. There's so many different. Scent plays a big role.
Okay.
Even pets make you sexier. And the attraction sometimes can be just pure lust. That doesn't mean. But when you get to them and you start pulling back layers, then your friend probably realized that I'm really not attracted to you beyond what I saw from there. So you bad to me when I'm attracted to you beyond. Like I thought I was attracted to you, and I look at you again, and it's like, well, damn, it's like you took a mask off, right? You're like, okay, I don't want that. Like, yeah, she fine. She got a big booty. She just now whatever that man. Oh, he fine. Yep, he long dick did it. But at the end of the day, you like, no, I don't want that. Hell no.
It'd be like that. I've had those situations happen where people that are attractive and gorgeous, and one thing that kind of, even if they're pretty and stuff like that, one thing I've said before, people that are pretty, that have really bad attitudes.
Right. A lot of men say that.
Like, won't.
Right.
I just be like, I can't because
I can't.
There's no I can't. There's no attraction. There's no arousal there. There's nothing keeping me wanting to go further with you or be intimate, or even if you were intimate, it's like me. Intimacy is way beyond the physical because I don't want to be intimate with somebody that I feel uncomfortable with afterwards. But anyway, it's been those cases where somebody is very pretty or very whatever you think they are, or sexy, but you just can't. You're not aroused by them. And
so,
I think I'm going back to this. What you gotta know that it's like I think he's attracted to them maybe because they're pretty. I don't know what he's saying that he thinks they're attractive or that they are attracted to him, but he just for some reason, like I said, the person he's been knowing for a while, he's been having a sexual relationship with.
Because the attraction can be lust. That doesn't mean, and then as he got to know them in the moments that has passed, the attraction wavered. It doesn't stay.
He stays attracted. Well, he keeps trying.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's not something that should be forced. Like I can see a man and I can think he's very handsome.
Mm-hmm.
And I can think he's very, very handsome. But at the same time, there's nothing beyond the look.
Yeah.
So I think just like a lot of men say, a woman could be real pretty but so ugly on the inside.
Right.
But you still would sleep with her though because you like what she on the outside.
Yeah.
But then a lot
that's
of
crazy.
women, this is what goes back to that old tale that was said from older women telling their daughters and granddaughters, stuff like that. Why give the man the milk for free when he can get the whole damn cow?
Right.
Make him want it though. Make him want the milk.
Right.
He got to buy the whole cow.
Right.
When you give it to him free. So I said, I think you're cute, or I like the way you look, or and then afterwards you trying to figure out why that's all. After he didn't hit it and quit it, he don't want no more because that attraction, that moment of lust is gone.
Mm.
So how do you know? And this is where we're talking about. How do we know when it's more than attraction? So that's how we go over to, okay, so I see this woman and she fine, or I see this guy. I'm gonna say guy because I ain't looking at no female. That's it. I'm looking at a guy and I'm like, he fine, okay. And all of a sudden, like we done had a little conversation and we done talk, and then all of a sudden he walk away, and then the scent of him go up my nose and it's creep up my window pane, and I can't shake the look, or I walk away from him and he's still on my head, and that's a little bit more than attraction. Now and then we done went on a date, or we done talked, and we done met, we done have some time together, and I'm sitting over there, and the legs just won't close, they just keep opening automatically. I mean, something's going on there, okay? Just giving a little symphony of how your body reacts beyond an attraction. That is what we call a complete arousal. Same for a man, like they said, So let's say this about a man, about their arousal. So a man has, and my partner probably don't know this, but I don't know. A man has 10 to 12 erections a day. The longest erection that he has is when he sleeps, and that's from 25 to 35 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
And that's why in the morning he's like, hello. Okay. But that's why a lot of men would say they love morning sex as well.
Okay.
So during the day, they will have them, okay? Just automatically. It doesn't always mean something, it's just the normal anatomy. But that only lasts 3 to 5 minutes. And if they're having sex, it's just 10 to 12. So, he has to, I don't care what your man said, he do, no, I don't, this and that. Girlfriend or bruh, you know what you're doing to keep that extra. But at the end of the day, that's just a normal anatomy. That's just his normal anatomy. So I would say being aroused, being attracted, and then being aroused by the person, yes, that's something totally different. That's not just saying somebody is cute or he handsome. That means you doing something for whatever it is. And there's so many different factors that bring about arousal. Right. Just like, so say if you met someone, or you get a lot of people got married or got in a relationship and they like, I loved them. But after you spend time, see, to me, spending time and being together and the intimacy and the way that they've been together, it does bring about a hyper, like it heightens you, their scent, their smell, their look, all that. It heightens it because your nose, your nostrils of smelling them and knowing them heightens every sense in your body. All your senses become awakened, and they become finer. They become
Can I ask
prettier,
you a question though?
At the beginning. I don't know about what happened later. That's why they say you got to keep the spice alive.
Yeah, keep the spice alive. Can I ask you a question? Do you think those senses are heightened because how they now perceive that person?
Yes, because the relationship changed.
Right. Because now you kind of get to know the person, and then like all the nuance of the person is like, damn. Right. But or do you think? I'm asking because I don't really know, or I haven't done any research on it. But let's say you meet somebody like, damn, and it's like you don't really have a conversation with them. You get like a little vibe, and then you smell them and all that stuff. Is it like at that point you like, damn, what they smell?
It's not at that point. It's just pure attraction. And as you keep on talking to that person, you keep it engaging, and you learn more and more about them. Okay. I think what people fall off though, and it's after you have engaged, even if it's sexually or you spent more time together, what you thought, the process of in your mind, or what you set up that person to be, you realize that they're not. So that's why I would say have zero expectations when you start, because you can smell good and look good and be no damn good for me. And you would never know that because you're so busy of looking on the outer service that you don't know what's inside. So at the end of the day, they were sweet when they first met you, all sweet. And I got you. You know, he opening and closing the doors. And she like, you need me to cook you some fried bologna. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
some
Kimmy Kim's
chips.
so silly. We just
you
found
know?
out some dope ass meal today. Let me shout this out while she mentioned it before we get it. Kimmy Kim, this is sidebar, and this is what we do in the show. I'm sorry. We had asked one of the one of the owners at the owner from the place we went earlier today about what he was eating. It was very impressive. And Kimmy was like, "What is that he eating?" So we were waiting to see when we came back around. He had something he was eating. He said it was a fried
It
bologna.
was fried bologna. It was
sandwich.
French toast, and the toast was like French toast and bologna, and it was a big sandwich, but it was a fried bologna sandwich.
Fried bologna sandwich. He said like in grilled cheese.
Yep, and grilled cheese.
Yeah, but that's what you said, fried bologna. I just kind of wanted to put that out there. Shout out all the different, the experiences that we have for Sipping. So, but go ahead, what you were saying. You know, just as an add on to what you were saying, it's like that is a we always when we talk about like being honest and being transparent or whatever, and you were talking about like the beginning, open the doors. It's like all the sentence the person is doing all this Mac,
That new
Mac
relationship energy.
the NRE,
The
right?
NRE.
Which ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not mad at new NRE. If you can maintain it, Kimmy always says about keeping the spice and all that.
You
always
gotta keep the spice. You shouldn't get content and relax.
You should not get content and relax. And I think what happens with the NRE is that we do these things. You say we put our you say replicas. I say
right. Most people
representatives.
meet the replicas. So at the beginning, when all that, he doing all that, there comes to a, there's a means for that, but it shows up. But I think we miss the red flags because we liking what they bring. We liking what they give.
So let's get. You mind if we go there then?
Yeah,
let's
go
kind of dive into that area. Let's go ahead as Eddie. So okay, just in case you guys didn't know, I'm adopting Eddie Ed. Okay. She think I'm hating on her, which I'm kind of like a little bit. I'm not hating. I'm copying. That's more
he
of a
copying. Y'all know these kids like my granddaughters was just doing that. It was like, don't be copying me. I'm for real though, bro. Don't be copying me. That's my dumb.
That's what they were saying.
She said it too.
Bro,
I was like, don't say bro.
So
I don't like that.
So I'm going to be Eddie. I'm probably going to be changing my name just to be
Ed. Me,
I've been Ed Mitchell for so long. Now
got some Eddie edibles.
So I think I'm gonna go ahead and rock with Eddie. I think that's what we're gonna move on. So we're gonna see Eddie.
I'm never calling him that.
She don't like it, but I'm whatever. So if you guys let me know what y'all think about that. But we talk about dismantling or basically basically being honest and real. And I think that we're going to dismantle those notions as Kimmy Kim and Ed is going to talk about now. We're going to really start diving into it. So as you guys know, we always talk about what we know and not necessarily what we heard.
Right.
And the path that we've been on in our lives in the past, I don't know how many years for Kimmy Kim, but for me, I've been evolving in the past 4 to 5 years by being transparent and more open and honest about who I am and how I live. And I want to encourage people. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start giving. We talk to each other all the time. We keep each other accountable. We're going to talk to people as we learn and evolve. We're going to express and share those evolvements and that information, those tips as to how to be more transparent. Being more transparent and more open and honest as best as you can. It's a habit that you have to consciously try. You have to because sometimes we fall back into shit we've done so long. Like obviously you said not saying this or not saying that. And we're gonna constantly try being open and honest. If you really not a door opening ass dude, don't do that door opening ass shit. Now, if you want to evolve and be better, that's fine, but don't do and be what you, and a lot of times, and here's where it gets tricky. So, you know how we talk about being transparent and open, right? So when you're in a relationship, you're meeting somebody new, we have to be careful as we're being transparent and honest about our past experiences, our hurts, and what we're looking for. We have to be careful how we give that out to them because now that person is taking the information and trying to become everything that you want and not do all the things you don't like. So they may take it because you say, man, he ain't never opened the door and he ain't never do this. No, I ain't gonna be here, gonna open that door. But that, I don't know. I think that kind of eradicates the bullshit. If you kind of a fugazi ass dude, I'm not saying stay fugazi and whack as fuck, but I'm saying like, don't be some shit you ain't. Like, don't just be some whole other dude and then you can't keep that up. It's one thing to be like, all right, I'm on a new path, right? I'm about to be a new dude. I'm about to be on some door opening type shit. I'm about to be cooking and being considerate and saying yes, ma'am, whatever. I'm cool with that. But like, if deep down in your heart, you saying it make you cringe, that's not cool because now she's falling in love with this person or adoring this person that ain't really you. And that's how this shit, the spice, the stuff comes with the spice stuff. I don't know. I just think I want to kind of press that. Let's go into the relationship, understand, hey, I'm not good. I've had a good close person close to me was telling me about their partner, and the partner admit, like, listen, I'm not good at relationships. Like, I want a relationship. I love you, but I've only had one of the relationships, and I never had to do these things. And so tell me what you need me to do. And he was open. He said, tell me what you need me to do. And they had to be like, okay, I'm a, but at first it was like a complaint. Like, you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do it. He's like, okay, I'm sorry. I don't know this. And so, and that's cool.
Okay, but I would say for a person like that, your ass don't need to be in a relationship. See, at the very beginning, when you say that, there is accountability to that. Before you had sex, you was a virgin, right?
Right,
But you tried it any goddamn way because you wanted to know what it felt like.
right.
Okay, then so the same thing when you be in a relationship, you're gonna experience it. But I think with another show, not this one, that I wanted to talk about, actually coming up next week, is evolvement and elevation.
Okay.
Meaning with that, it comes from experiences. That's the 3 E's.
Hey, Ray.
So with the 3 E's of elevation, and evolvement, and evolve, and elevation, it has to start with the experience that you had. See, a lot of times people experience things, but you just keep doing the same old shit. Ain't nobody can say nothing, but that's just you. So at the end of the day, if you have, there's, like I said, there's always a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? If you like what this person giving out, you like what this person giving you, like how they sexing you, you like it how he taking you out, you like how he paying for the nails and the feet and getting done, and he I know if I talk to him, he'll drop me, he'll pay my car note, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff, subliminal stuff that you like, that new relationship energy that you think you're in a relationship really truly all by yourself. He's not or she's not being authentic. So what you're saying is, in order for that, what you're saying to show up, Ed, they got to first start with what I like to say. My secret weapon is being honest in the mirror to themselves.
Right.
And a lot of times, that just ain't happening. But if you really want somebody to truly be authentic to you, it starts with you.
So what I'm saying is that, how do we, my thing is I want to, on our platform, tell people how to straight up stop being on the bullshit, stop being a whack ass person, and just be 100% real. But not be real like, you know how you said one thing, and I love you say this all the time, you like, people are like, well, this is how I am. I'm an angry ass dude. This is just who I am. You're like, that's not cool. And just
to
like
keep saying that you're that person, because you can.
But it's real. But it's like it's a fine line.
But you convince yourself that it's okay. It's like you give yourself the justification to be a whack ass dude.
Right. Or whack ass chick. You feel me?
Right. Oh, right. So if that's what you want, then just be that. Because thank you. Don't take my choice away. Because I don't want to be with no whack ass dude. Or no crazy ass chick. So most of the time, you didn't know that the woman that you've been with all this time, you didn't know that she will blow up your damn car and cut up all your clothes and bleach your stuff if you cheat on her, because she was so sweet. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for you though. I want to dive into that. Every time Kim and Kim go to a level and I have to ask questions and stuff like that. This is what we do on our show. And we've been and you guys who follow us, make sure you follow us on Power 104.9 WSTV. We're on that ATL radio. Stream us and check us out on that station or whatever like that. But I gotta ask you this question. So guys have this thing where they say, "Oh man, who was it? A friend of mine was telling me how she's best friends with this woman that was the ex-girlfriend of her ex. So when she got with him, he had an ex-girlfriend. He kept saying, she crazy. Like, okay. And as the longer she was in a relationship with him, she's like, dude, you do some fucked up stuff. Like,
so she found out his ass is crazy.
Right. So she ended up calling the girl, and then they talked about, listen, I know this is weird and stuff like that. She said, but I want to let you know that you ain't crazy. Like, he was saying something as I saw him do his stuff, like he do some crazy shit. Now, here's the thing, the point I was gonna make. Men, and then you tell me what you think about this. We had this thing, like you said, she was sweet in the beginning, right? I personally believe, and I said this on one of our shows before, I believe that men are seed sowers. Some people may not agree with that, but I believe that men are seed sowers. So I'll use the example of a baby. You know, we give it a microscopic sperm.
Right.
And the woman is the receiver of the baby, and she's the multiplier of the seed you sow her. Okay, so it's almost reciprocity. Women kind of move how you move.
That's right.
So if you moving, even me and Kimmy, as our relationship is growing, our business is growing, as
Or
we do our
how
show
it has evolved and came about.
has evolved and came about. I noticed that Kimmy, when I first started the show, Kimmy didn't take a lot of stuff serious. Not serious. She didn't get irritated by stuff. I was very highly irritated, and as we got more into the show and we got more and more involved, she started taking on my characteristics of being irritated and getting frustrated and getting anxiety about stuff. It's because of stuff that I kind of fed her.
Right.
Now she's like, well, that's what we do. I don't know what to do because I don't know how to help you when you frustrated. I'm in this weird space.
Right.
So I look at that and I say, okay, just in that situation, you got people that are in a relationship with somebody and they really sweet and they love you. They fucks with you. You are everything or whatever. And then you do some real fugazi stuff. And it's like, who you playing with? Or you, because she can't do exactly what you do. So she responds to whatever powers that she have. So you supposed to love me. You told me all this love me shit, all this kind of stuff. You hurt my heart, all this kind of stuff. But you really love the fuck out your car. Tell you what. Tell you what I'm going to do. Because you love your car so much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so we say they're crazy, but it's like, I think we need to dismantle that shit about women being crazy. And I think saying women are crazy, saying women are overreacting, I think that's a misnomer. I think that's some bullshit. And men love to and I'm going to say this as a man. And here's the thing, Ken, as your boy, I'm going to speak on behalf or speak to the men. And I'll take the heat. Because men will say, oh, he or this, that they can say whatever they want to say, but I'm an evolved male. And I don't really give a fuck what you think, because the reality of it is this. You caused this shit in this woman, and you lying because you're not being 100% yourself. Men want to control the narrative. They want to tell you everything they want to, what they want you to know, so they can control what you do and say, so you don't have any emotions, keep you locked up in the box, so they can fuck around, do what they want to do, keep you over to the side, do what I want to do. Oh man, you should have went through my phone. And then she acts up. She crazy. She crazy. You overreacting. I don't even love old girl. But then low key, if she did anything remotely close to that, we go fucking nuts. She ain't shit. She a hoe. She a bitch. All kind of shit. I mean, she ain't shit now. She ain't. I mean, Kim. I can't tell you the guys I know and people I've met. When I tell you they women do remotely close to the things they are. When I tell you they ain't shit, it's the craziest thing. When I tell you that person that they love, that put a ring on them and all that kind of stuff, all of a sudden, I'll make sure my baby comes in. All of a sudden, they are hot garbage.
Right.
I'm like, damn, that was your whole life. Married to her, she was a precious, beautiful apple of your eye. Now you thought that she can mess around with nigga. She ain't shit. She's a bitch. And it's like, wow. And then if you do something and she reacts and responds, she's crazy. Ooh, she is crazy. She done lost her mind. Everywhere I go somewhere, she got crazy. She calling my phone. She checking up on me. She scratching my car. Nigga, what did you do? And I get it. What you do, I get you. People say what I eat don't make you shit. I get that, right? What I do, I get that.
Okay.
I get that, right? So I get what you're saying, like, well, I didn't scratch the car. Why should I scratch the car? It's like, but if you fuck somebody and she fucks somebody else, you damn about to kill her and buddy. So her thing is that, and this is the thing, especially if I can talk about our sisters, they're not going to defer to, let me go fucking nigga. That's not the first thing some women going to do. When they still are involved, they're going to hurt you to bring you back in. So they're going to hurt you in the way of fucking your car. Back in the day, it was scratching up your CDs and breaking your CDs back in the day. Fucking up your car, mess up your throwing bleach on your motherfucking $200 pair of shoes and Jordans and jeans. They now go out and just fucking somebody right away unless it's over. For the most part, I can't speak for everybody, but it's so funny. I want to kill that. So I'm talking about how people are, these kids over there, how women are crazy. They say, oh no, she just crazy. I need to stop saying that. They're not crazy. They're responding to the shit that you do.
Okay, well, I'm a disagree with my boy. Because y'all know I keep it real. No, her ass is crazy. Okay? We have to be in control, ladies, of the things that person that you say you love. You have to be in control of your feelings being hurt. And I think the tradition way is that I'm going to get you back. Because at the end of the day, that's why I believe in the 90-day rule to an extent of Let me find out. I'm not saying you want to withhold sex.
Oh, is that
Sorry, guys. I gotta make sure y'all can hear what I'm saying.
we're talking about?
But at the end of the day, I want to, if you withhold sex or you withhold the way you share certain things with a person, simply for the fact of you don't know how they're going to react to things. Sometimes we need to be put in certain situations to know which way that person is going to be, because you could be dealing with a prerequisite. So at the end of the day, a woman's not going to show you that she's just straight up crazy and boy, I will hurt you, all blah blah blah. So I bleach your clothes. I don't do that. I'll be checking your phone, June. You know I don't be doing that.
But I don't
You know
think.
what I'm saying?
But I've seen. Okay, so I
Let
hear
me
what you.
finish. I know what you're saying. I just don't like excuses. So this is my thing. A man can hurt a woman. I'm all female. I've been hurt. I've done all that. But the way I behave from the hurt that he gave me, if I go and tell my new guy that, this is the part where it becomes tricky. What happened in your last relationship? Well, see, he cheated on me. So I burnt up his car and I made him lose his job. Do you think he gonna be like, oh, that was messed up, he cheated. You should have never did that.
Mm.
He's not. He's gonna say, your ass is crazy.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm saying is you say, but you're sitting here saying to tell them to stop saying that women is crazy, but our behavior of things that you can hurt is like a man. Like most of the time women are gonna do it to the man worse. She's gonna behave worse than what you do to
Right.
get you back or whatever. But I'm
Right.
just saying, if we're dismantling that, which I think we should, I'm just saying, click your heels 3 times and walk away, girlfriend, because at the end of the day, there is a better man that can love you the way you want to be loved. Now, you're going to be patient enough to wait for it, but you're going to keep standing this with gaziness with him, because he's going to still continue to do what he want to do. It's either he going to rock with you faithfully or he won't. But you acting crazy ain't going to change that narrative. It's just going to make the situation worse, because the respect is already lost and gone. So I don't like the behavior. I don't like the excuse of saying if a man cheat or hurt your feelings that you get to tap his car, you get to act a damn fool and all that. No. Have some dignity and class about your ass and walk away from him. That's the best thing you can do, is leave somebody on scene and silent. That's the best thing you can do. Because all that other fugazi is extra shit for no reason. Now, did he give you the cause and effect of what you're saying, Ed? That he did that made her react that way? I get it, absolutely. And make you. I know. In my lifetime, I have felt the need to put a ninja to sleep.
Right.
Okay, but will I do that? No, because first of all, he ain't worth it to take that dignity from me. Why give somebody that kind of power and do it hurt like hell? Hell yeah. But I'd rather walk away from you than if you to take something else from me. You already messed up and broke my heart. So the way you behave is because if we saying that, Ed, what about a woman that had a good man and he cheated?
Right.
He got mad and lost his shit, snapped his head back and killed her. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he lost his shit.
Right.
Because she acted.
Everybody said he was just crazy in the beginning.
Right.
But I mean, okay.
So I gotta break both of them down and say, walk away from people when you get hurt, guys.
But I mean, okay. So this is where I kind of.
And we kind of off topic. The subject is sexual desire, attraction, arousal. But my partner is impromptu. He go wherever he want to hell go. So that's what I'm just gonna, But we gonna get back to it.
I was just saying that because I think that ties in, because attraction and arousal, people are attracted to. We were talking about people being attracted to people, but not necessarily be aroused by them based off of what they think they see. And then we're talking about how the relationship grows and evolves, and then in our reads they're attracted to, it loses its savor, loses its flavor, it loses fire. You have to kind of like you said, re-up their relationship or whatever like that. And then I started going into about how people say women are crazy because now the stuff that you did and did do, all the things you did to kind of get it sold into you, you're not doing it, and you romance stuff, paid bills, did all type of stuff, dicked it down, whatever you want to call it, and then all of a sudden she ain't worth your time, or and I get what you and I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying, but I just think there's layers to the whole thing, because
it's layers, but it's accountability for you to be once again.
So let me
for
throw
yourself.
So I'm with you 100 on that. So let me throw something at you real quick, right? So real quick. So let's say a woman that's been scorned before, right? So she been down. Let's say a woman that's or a seasoned woman that's been in relationships and niggas did crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Did some whack ass fugazi stuff to them. And they've been through this road. They did that on like 21, 23, or 25, right? You going crazy. Oh my God, this guy, he tell you y'all gonna be married, all this other stuff. He met your mom and them, all that. And he spin up, then he fucked your friend. Mm-hmm. All right, and you early 20s, right? Then you like, oh, fucking, he telling you all that shit. You just lose it, and he drives you to go crazy, right? Or I don't want to say because he can't make you do anything, but those are triggers, and that's your response because you don't have anything to go off of. You don't have a level of experience, stuff like that. So that person, I'm like, okay, cool. So, but a person is 45, been down that road, seeing it happen, seeing how cats could be. Going into the gate, know there's a possibility that he might be a little, he might be showing his replica or his representative.
Right.
And then she goes act crazy. Now, in that case, I'm 100% agree with you. Like, no, you just crazy because you just ready to set it up. You look for something, you started to whatever. As opposed to a season where, like, you know what? I've seen it before. I did that before. Damn, they caught a case with that. I ain't finna do that. And my thing is that I had to look at it from the whole angle because if you in a involved situation that you ain't never faced with before, and you respond like that, I kind of got to give you. How do they know within themselves? Like, you know what? I need to be better. I don't think that's a thing for some people. Maybe it could be, but
I mean, I can talk about myself as a young lady. I wasn't out there dating them. In my 20s, I was, and I was hurt. And I would say in a worse way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's not always, having a great support system, your family, you talking to people, they're sharing it with you. I knew that me doing something to him because of how he hurt me wasn't going to make that situation. Like, if he fucks somebody, he can't unfuck them, guys. I'm just serious. Like, or she can't undo that. So with that stated, it's one of those things where that's on you. So you still have a choice, and no matter whatever the situation is, you still have a choice of the way you choose to react. And a lot of times your reaction causes another reaction that comes back and look at you. Simply for the fact is, it's still on me. So what do you find? You can find refuge in people that is your support system. You go to them and tell you it's okay. So you might got that friend and say, okay, girl, I'm wrecking this stuff. We whooping him or blah, blah, blah. And that's still fine, but at the end of the day, you're still accountable for all of it. You're still accountable. And I'm just saying, most of the times when you behave negatively, it brings about negative results.
Right.
So you acting a damn fool, toxicity at its best.
Right.
Ain't gonna change. There's some men, I don't care, y'all don't want to admit that, but y'all like women that do all that crazy stuff because you feel like she really loves your ass. But she don't love her damn self. Because if she truly loved herself, she wouldn't be putting up with your ass. Facts. Bars. All by myself. I don't even need him to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of those things where, and I was just telling somebody that he watching, what I said you like that shit. And that's why you stuck where you at. And if you want something to be different, then you need to get up off your ass and be different. But don't keep going back to a woman that you truly know that loved and cared about you, because you keep going back to the fugazi man that don't, because she give you this and she give you that. But I just feel like people just not responsible. And all these damn excuses. Kim ain't here for it. No, your ass shouldn't be acting fool, girlfriend. It's too many where you can, and I'm not big on variety and options, okay? Because they have a cost to that. At some point in your life, you do need to get to a place where you can build your circle and you know you can depend on that particular person. But at the same time, you're never stuck. Your choice is not taken from you. Hell, you give it up. You give your choice up by spending time. I call that a complete time waster, to bleach somebody's clothes, to tie somebody's car up, to make them lose their job, to send them to jail. It's just a complete violence because cheating isn't a crime. Oh, it hurts, but it's not a crime. And it's a lot of people that's dead because of cheating. A lot of people that's in jail because of cheating. It's a lot of people because you got your damn feelings hurt. But it's a thing. Because people fall in love. They fall in love and then they fall out. But some people don't even know what the hell love is. They were just pumping pelvis. And it was great while it lasted. But now I see some other, childbearing looking hips that I want to get in. Or matter of fact, I want 3, 4, 5 answers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, make your intentions clear. You'll save yourself a lot of heartache. Know who you're fucking. You know what I'm saying? And who you're doing it with. And it'll save you from a lot of heartache. But a lot of times, I'm just saying the reactions is from your actions that you put out there.
Right.
So it's entirely still. I'm gonna go all the way back to it. I won't change. I don't care what nobody ever say. And that is accountability keeps you from dramatic bullshit. It does. And the most important person you can ask and look at and change and fix is yourself. So back to arousal and being attracted and all that. If you choose to act on that attraction, and that is something you chose to do it last long? Some things can be of lust. But an arousal, I mean, if I have to choose, that's what I would go for. Because I want to leave his intellect unlocked.
Can that be balanced? So, like, could it be? Do they have to be mutually exclusive? Like one or I do know.
I think one heightens the other.
I'm thinking like
because you always gonna have attraction.
You know, because I want
to
so I'm gonna dive into that. So real quick, right. Dealing with that, like you got somebody. Now I'm gonna go to another somebody else, right? And
he's telling all your friends stuff.
No, this is people, you know, we teach each other about that. I think
right.
Name.
But like, I be saying names, y'all.
Right, we be like we don't be meaning to, it just slip out. But so they have a she's okay, so she's
being herself. She's authentically me. Can we count? I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So crazy. So it's a thing where they are now on the converse side, on the other side, flip side, right? Flip side is guy got a girl. They don't talk. They don't have an intimate relationship. One with the kids, right? He's around by her.
Just by looking at her.
By looking at her, and she get the best sex with all the kinds of stuff.
But he don't kiss her.
And I guess it's more so her not being necessarily into that intimacy herself. It's more so her not having the or whatever that is from her side, that she's not as into it, or she's not as intimate or whatever. But he's aroused by her, but he's not. I don't think he's that attracted to her, because to me, attraction kind of can kind of go across the board with how you think of this person on personality outside of their body. But sometimes you can be attracted to people. I've met people I was super cool with. I love talking. Like just over the phone, just friends years ago. And talking was the best conversation. Their voice was whatever, the way they talked, whatever they said was cool. But, you know, being around them was like, let me just get back on the phone.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We go. The phone thing, non-visual is great. You know what I'm saying? And so you have this thing. So sometimes we're just being honest. And sometimes you can have a thing where you're so crazy. But it's true, you know. So, but I think attraction is how the person thinks, what drives them, along with how they look. And you can have all those things. Like this person is, like like you were talking about females and stuff like that. I guess there's guys like I'm attracted to, like Kevin Hart. I love him. I love things about him. It's not how he looks, it's how he thinks. As far as putting his people on, LeBron James. We have these athletes we look for. We attract these people. We don't use that word for men,
right?
But that's what it is, because
we don't say gay for happy.
Right.
That's really what it is.
Well, but we're attracting these people. Like I love LeBron James. Everybody loves Michael Jordan. Some guys like Michael Jordan to the point they would say, "Oh, like Michael Jordan." But it's like some guys like the way you look. Like, man, dude, I want to be looking at him bald head, get the earring. You're attracted to that. Then you like his swag. He got cigars. He got the, you know what I'm saying? Just like you kind of are attracted to that. Now, I'm not around. So you attract to what he does, his drive, his game, his swag, stuff like that.
Yes.
And so I think the attraction part is probably more so, especially in the long-term relationship, is just as I think that both are important. But I don't want to separate them so much all the way down the line when you're in a long-term relationship or you're in a relationship with somebody that's very important. I think you have to be attracted to them, and then if it's mutual attraction and y'all are trying to have a relationship, y'all both should be aroused by each other. But that attraction has to be there first. The arousal should kind of like seal the deal, so to speak. But like, okay, so going back to this person I know, it's like I don't think they're attracted to them.
You don't think that they're attracted to them just because they don't kiss when they make love?
I don't think they don't care about what they think. They don't have an actual relationship.
But he is attracted to them. So that's what I mean. It's different facets of attraction. Attraction for long-term things.
Funny.
Okay.
So you know. Go ahead.
So, all right. So, yeah. So the attraction to long-term situations, I think, when it comes to relationships,
Right.
I think that it's certain things. It's like you were saying, like as a guy, you're not aroused by, but you like different guys that you relate to.
Right.
Okay. Like I love Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z. I always have as a rapper. Okay. But for me, I'm not aroused by him. But I like his intellect. And I like the way he thinks. I like him being what I like to refer to as an intelligent thug.
Okay.
Because if you out there and you selling drugs and everybody knows that, you need to be doing something with them. But most of all y'all want to do is just buy clothes and stuff and the latest this and all these different and make all these name brands be richer. But
Right.
your butt still broke as hell and living with your mama or living here with a friend. You ain't got shit to show for it. I mean, but if you out there, I mean, that right there, you know what I'm saying, can put you and take your life away from your family and kids. So if you're going to take that type of risk, do something with it. That's all
Right.
I'm saying.
Right.
So with that saying, I'm just saying, like, you can be attracted to, I like that person because he got that bread and he does this with it, okay? Like, I think when it becomes a sexual desire, this is our topic, a sexual desire becomes when you are aroused, okay? And now, it can be limited and it can be capped. So let's go here for a minute because I was one of those when I can say about being with somebody and you don't like to kiss them. This is an intimate thing, okay? There's a lot of people right now that are having sex with a long-term spouse, with their relationship person. They're not kissing them. They're not looking them in the face. You know, some people say they're not doing none of that. And everybody's like, how the hell you do that? That make it better. It's a lot of people that are actually having sex and don't know how to make it better. So that's where the attraction and the arousal and the allurement comes from. And that is something where, you know, everything can't be, you know, you just don't come with it. But if you're open-minded, you can be taught. Whole nother show, but I'm just saying. With that stated, it don't just happen like that. So if I am that person, and this is what we do, this is how we get out. That man and that woman that you're talking about, that's just what they do. He's attracted to the person's sex. That's it, that's all. I don't want to sit up and go nowhere with you. I don't want to sit up and talk to you, and I don't want to kiss you in the damn mouth. This is all the hell I want.
This particular,
get it, bust that, and I'm gone.
Okay, this particular person is all right. So I don't because I can this particular situation. I believe the rabbit hole.
But it's a lot of people. So we just gonna say people, but I know a lot of people that's like that. That's one of the biggest things in their relationship. He said you don't kiss me, but then I had a guy to tell that they'll say I don't kiss you because you don't know how to kiss. So I just don't do it. But see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You get stuck in
told their partner that.
They're together, but he don't kiss her.
They told their partner that.
Yes, he told his partner you don't know how to kiss, and that's why we just don't kiss. And so, you know, you gotta be, you know, teacher or whatever. But what I'm saying is, it's a lot of people that when you be lying, how much you living your best life. Are you really though? Because there's a lot more things that you could be doing that you just stuck and settled and doing right now. You're just so content with that. But it's not about finding somebody new to deal with. It's about hiding the person that you with, bringing up elevation to evolve into a brand new experience. Next show coming up next week.
So I want to delve into these type of people. We're going to talk about sexual desire, attraction, and arousal.
Okay.
Because I think that I'm going to talk about particular people that I spoken to, right?
Okay.
The reason, because I want to bring it up, because I think that it's something to kind of dive into, and I kind of want to see what you guys think You guys comment and like, subscribe, and all that stuff, whatever. But I think that the initial investment of him not being attracted to her. Okay, I'm gonna separate attraction, visual attraction, big booty, big titty, shit like that,
Okay.
to actually attracted to who they are internally.
They just in the dark room is what I like to call it. Can't see nothing.
You
Are
can't.
you attracted?
Can you, or when you old and your penis don't work and her body don't work and her shit, she whatever, or she was in a car accident and that shit, whatever. Would can y'all talk and still care about each other based off of how y'all relate and talk to each other?
Now that's love. That's not attraction order.
I get that after a certain time, over a certain period of time. But what I'm saying is that if you don't invest in this person, if you don't think too much of them, then they're going to return probably thinking you like, well, sex is a need like food is a need. People have to have sex is just like important food and water. It may not be as high on the totem pole, but some people might be higher. I don't know. What I'm saying is that if you don't invest in them, it's like you don't think that what they think, you don't want to talk to them. Talk to you.
Because they like what they like, they do what they do with them, and the person that they're doing it with is allowing it. And that's it. They're content too. It's not just the other person. If I keep allowing that person to do that same thing with me, such as the women allow men to pull up at 2 and 5 o'clock in the morning and say that's all they want to do because their girlfriend was on her period or their man is out of town. So I'm gonna let you hit this, take care of this, and then I'm gone. Boom.
All right, I get that. But
that's the situationship that I'm allowing, and that's it. That's all. So same way in a relationship, we live together, we married. That's all we do.
So I think her power. Okay, so this is the passive aggressive thing I think too. So this person's like, okay, I don't really, you got booty and ass. You know what I'm saying? Run that ass. But they know you like intimacy. A guy that's saying run that ass. You want to kiss too. You're like, well, I don't like to kiss, so I'm going to give you this ass, but I'm not going to be intimate.
Right, because she ain't intimate with you. But she can meet another guy that she would kiss, make love to, run that ass, do all of that. But he not the one. That's it, that's all. And neither is she for him. Now, I know she's not giving me what I really want, but I'm accept what she do give me. So, and that's why I keep saying it. Once again, both of them are reacting to the reaction of one another. Yeah. That's accountability. The only reason why you putting up with that is because that's what you choose to do. And I say this about everybody and anybody. It starts with you. My thing, no matter whatever subject we ever talk about, it starts with you. And a lot of people don't want to hear that shit. Because you love to blame. That's what we do, guys. We blame other people. So he did this and I did this and he did this. Let me tell you something. Kimmy Kim is one thing that I am for sure and two things for certain. I'm accountable and I'm accountable to myself and I'm seasoned. So trust me, I'm talking about what I know and not what I heard. It's easy to blame somebody else. It's easy to say this person. So I have, when I say seasoned, know what it feels like. To truly, I can honestly sit here and say, with anybody that knows me, come on here live and say, I don't love often. Can't tell you, they can't say, Kimmy Kim told me she loved me. Ain't really truly loved that many men in my life, but before I gave birth to. Now them, I lay my life down. But with that said, I'm saying that to say this. There's accountability in those words to me. And there's accountability in how I share myself and what I give myself. And there's accountability to the pain that I have been given. Now, I can take that and blame everybody and anybody for that.
Right.
But the way you evolve is when you take ownership for what you allow to happen to you. So, the experience that I've had, I'm just not going to allow that. See, I don't want that feeling. If I'm crying and on my knees and I'm broken down and I'm not going to put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not going to help you. So what I can do differently. And most of the time, people just don't want to be standing in the gap waiting for God to deliver them out of it. They just don't want to do that.
Right.
They just, I'm going to put up with what I got.
Right.
I'm just going to take that. Because fear, once again, will keep that attraction that you have never ever around. Going up to be aroused by that person. Because I know people that have gotten together and been with each other, and they was just attracted at first, but they didn't fall off in love and aroused, and they didn't think they was off. And then all of a sudden, it gave them a love between each other that the very scent of them brings about an arousal. So it changes. It don't have to stay the same. It changes. That's what
I had a situation and some I heard and know and all that kind of stuff. I don't get specific, but people that I didn't really like, I was aroused by them.
Okay.
But didn't like them. It was weird, and I guess there was some way of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was some attraction. It was the arousal, the attraction to the arousal or the arousal.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes any sense. But it was one of those things. After any, if there was an encounter, and I heard people say this too. It was like, why in the fuck did I even do this? Because I don't like their ass. Fuck them. But anyway, I just kind of So I want if you don't mind helping with your definition of sexual desire. Are they? What makes when you bring it down those three
Okay.
phrases: sexual desire, attraction, arousal. How are you separating those three? How are you formulating that?
Okay, so what I do want to point out, because I know we got, and we do this our damn show, so, and I think it's, we just go off subject anytime. So I just want to get down to the attraction part, because it kind of helps when you know what the attraction is, and it's not always arousal. So if you ask me to break them all three down. So like I was saying earlier, like being attracted to somebody, they scent plays a big role. A person, damn, hey, you could be attracted, like Ed got the most beautiful little dog named Kiwi, right? Kiwi Strawberry Mitchell, okay? When I tell you that is my baby, when I was sick, I fell in love with her. And she's been my baby ever since. And y'all got to forgive me because I don't have a poker face. So anyway, so it's one of those things where, that baby is might be his little irritating little, but to me, it's, I just love it to death. But we just have two different experiences. Okay, so what I'm saying, just something that's small, that is an attraction, right? She got a beautiful dog. She got a beautiful dog. I love her dog. A child, a person can fall in love with somebody else's child. Be attracted to a child the way they love, especially if a person that has never had a child. Okay? You never had a child, and you always wanted a little boy. And then here you come with this bomb little boy, and you just fall out in love. Right. It's an attraction.
Right.
There's, so the difference with a man and a woman. So women, we kind of sense subliminal signals when we are attracted to a man.
Okay.
But one thing I think you would be surprised about. Do you know that a man that smile a lot, he's the most least attractive man ever? So if we just see him over there, I know that's sad. That is so sad. But if we see a man just over there, he just laughs like that. But if we see a person over there, he's just chilling. He ain't got no smile on his face. He's just on his phone. He's like, damn, these guys. Damn. I don't know why, guys, but the women and the way we are wired, it's just different. So we got to be in your aura, in your space, and you smiling like that, or you say something and you smile, then that's an attraction. Okay. So then the actual, we're talking about that's the attraction, and then everybody know what the arousal is because that's all sex. Okay, that's arousal, sex. But people often talk about your sex drive. Okay. And by this, the general meaning of that is just like a deep desire to have sex. Okay? So sometimes this can be directed to another person, another group, or individually, sexually attracted to, something that's different. A lot of people it's just different targets for that. But I will say, because y'all know me, I always have notes. But a sexual attraction, that drive describes the desire to have sex in the most general form. It's kind of linked with one sexual orientation, whatever that is, whether you're gay, whether you're, swinger, whatever you are, but whatever that orientation, that's you. So that desire evolves from that. And knowing what that is for you, a lot of people don't. Now, you've been in a monogamous relationship, and and all of a sudden you have a desire that you want to have a threesome. Do you want to have a threesome every night when you go to bed? Probably not. If you are, get the hell off my show. But anyway, I'm just saying, with that said, I'm just playing. But if that's what you want, and most of the time, it's the experience that people want.
Right.
So with that, that's what we refer to as a sexual desire. I want to experience. Let's say, oh, you know what, honey, your man tell you or baby, I want to make a video. I want to know what that's like. Everybody is looking. It's like if y'all smoking y'all stuff, you want to feel a different type of high.
Right.
So that desire heightens. And when you're in a relationship, you need to be spicing things up. Find out what. That's why I always say, continue to say, inventory checks are powerful because the desires of the heart change. Things don't remain the same. I don't know if you all can hear us. Where we at is loud. It's a wedding, so you know Ed and I moving around, sitting still. But we hope y'all can still capitalize. I'm speaking directly into my mic,
Yeah, you good.
so all of you guys can hear me good. But the noise you hear in the background, that is because of that. But with that stated, somebody really get towed up tonight. Man, okay? But with that saying, I'm just saying, like, the three different things is being attracted to someone. You can be attracted to a male or a female. But the sexual desire versus attraction and arousal is when the arousal, attraction, and arousal comes together. That is the sexual desire.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean, guys, that it's just I'm married, okay? If I'm a married person and I find another person I'm attracted to, that's normal. I'm a human. I don't stop being attracted to another, a male simply for the fact of I'm in a monogamous or whatever polyamorous relationship. You don't. That's normal for us to be attracted to the other person that we find attractive. Now, if you start doing stuff with them, that's how we do. But I think this the problem is because things hype. But I do want to share this for the people that are just in relationships of any kind. It doesn't matter. To keep it fresh, to keep it live, to keep it up, to keep it going, you need to have the inventory checks and ask, where we at, baby? Because we did this, we did that. You can think about all that. But I don't know about you. I would, as a pure Sagittarius, and I would like to say, even though Ed teases me, I'm on the cusp of it. I would like to say is that I would never ever be content in any type of relationship I ever have. In my career, relationship, I want to always evolve, and the only way you can do that, you have to have an open mind to do other things besides what you want versus what your partner may desire.
Right.
And be able to share your desires, because a lot of times we be wanting, like, you meet that one person, he check all those boxes and he do it without effortless, but he got some other bougays and stuff that you don't know about. You're not gonna get the 100%. So at the end of the day, stop looking for it. But get what you will deal with, a foundation that will make your ass smile every day. You know what I'm saying? Even when on my worst days and I get mad, I'm still smiling because he put that smile on my face. That's what you kind of want in a relationship. You know what I mean? So that's what you should look for. I think if we dismantle the expectations, if we stop looking for shit that you know damn well that you can't control, like if he stick his dick in somebody else, can't control it, guys. So sorry to tell you. And if she opened up to anybody else, can't control it, guys. But at the end of the day, what I can control is when you with me and when we with us, this is how I am. And if I'm not even gonna say the word love, but I'm gonna say if you're blessed enough to have somebody that can meet you where you at, that's when happiness kind of seeps in. That's my take on sexual desire, attraction, and arousal, girl. That's what I say.
That is that's some dope shit. It's always dope to have and listen. Whenever we do our show, we always try to go into places and crevices of relationship theory, mindset, because it's a lot of what we get back in feedback. People want to hear about it, want to talk about it. So shit they kind of want to say, and we say it. We say it all the time on the show.
Yeah.
We talk about shit that people not necessarily may want to say themselves. Things they may be experiencing, or things they want to speak on their behalf. And so some people want to stay behind the scenes. They don't have anybody know anything about their sexual desire, their preferences, or their arousal and attraction. So I was very curious when you brought it up. I was very curious to see as to how we dissect that a little bit. And we're going to go
Right.
further in another show. We're going to really go raunchy. Now, and just so you know, Sip and Spill, we've been a little bit kind of on chill, and we've been trying to be very respectful. But, you know, we're going to give you a little bit of everything. But the raunchiness is coming. We've got a few more weeks of some crazy raunchiness. We're going to go there for a conversation that we've
I'm
kind of
scared,
stayed away
y'all.
from. I don't know why she's scared, because she was more raunchy than me.
I
So,
don't get it. I just think I'm just more open to say it.
I mean, it's okay. So,
Just as just to jump back on it a little bit with you, not cutting you off,
Yeah.
but just like what we just did. Now I want to be able to say this because I am asked a lot, and where the content comes from,
okay.
and I want to tell you, sometimes you guys are all engaging, sometimes we don't. I think everything has the ebb and flow, but absolutely all the content, it generally comes from, like I like to say, and Ed and I say all the time, what we know and not what we heard. And we season, guys. There's different things that people can share with us, friends, different things we talk about, things that we experienced. And I'm like, if they could probably just hear this, it'll take them to another level. So a lot of times things are coming to me, I want to talk about it. This particular subject, actually, as I said at the beginning of our show, was when we was talking to Ed's son, Edwin, and we was talking about when he come out about his life. And he brought that out. And I thought it was a great goal. But he was like, y'all should talk about it. He was absolutely right. Because a lot of people do get it confused. And I don't like that people are dehumanizing where you can't be yourself. Where a man is telling a woman how she should dress because she don't want to be. What he's really fearing is another man going to talk to her. Well, she don't stop being pretty unless she allow herself to be, because she's with you. She should become more beautiful. That's how it should be. And he should become more handsome. And you both should be more desirable to each other and others.
Okay.
Because I want to be involved and upgraded. I don't want to be in the same level. If we're doing the same shit this year, next year, the same shit we're doing right now, then we have not evolved at all.
Oh, you ain't grown at all.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, I don't believe for a year. People say a year. But evolvement comes day by day. You can look, I know for me, things just happen constantly. So with that said, I want to get it out when I'm talking about it. But the involvement, that's happening for me every day. I have to do an inventory check of my damn self every day.
So
Tomorrow I gotta do this shit better.
So when they ask you questions about where you go with the content, so was it coming from your spirit, coming from your brain?
Yes, it's coming
Is
from
God
my ministry.
giving you, what's happening to you?
Absolutely.
I'm trying to understand.
It just comes to me, guys, and I just come on out with it.
I'm trying to figure out what comes. It's all the way down in your shundo.
It's all the way down in my shut.
Shit, I don't know. Well, listen, guys. You know what? Again, I want you guys to follow
My
all our handles. Whatever that is. All our handles: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're actually live right now on those platforms, and also on Twitter. And we're gonna be live on Twitter. So we're gaining our followers on Twitter and TikTok. We can't go live on TikTok yet. We've been. Oh my God, we've got so many out there. But I will tell you this: Sip and Spill is taking our show to another level. I'm super excited about that. Kim and I are, oh my God, we're evolving. I do appreciate you guys for rocking with us, and sometimes we have some technical difficulties. I talk about stuff. People say I do too much.
Yeah, he do. He just tell y'all way too much.
I do.
It's him, though. It's him. I meet him where he at every day.
Well, and I say it because, I've been kind of the one that's kind of been jacking it up, so the sound been right because stuff I ain't doing right. But we are clearing it up. Kim and I.
You keep us together, y'all. Don't let them fool you.
We are working on growing and evolving. I got to give my flowers to my girl. I always tell her all the time she's doing a great job. Kimmy has gotten us in so many platforms, guys. Within 8 months. It hasn't really been 8 months.
Not yet.
So
next week it will be 8 months. We've been rocking.
But we've gotten to so many spaces because of her ingenuity, because her just ever evolving or ever nonstop pushing the envelope, going for it, believing. That's one thing I do want to talk about for a second, is that anybody that's trying to do things or trying to build, your belief and your convictions is like of utmost importance. You have to believe it. Number one, you have to love what you're looking into doing. You gotta love what you're doing.
Right.
If you love what you're doing, it's really not hard to believe and see yourself doing it. But you gotta be convicted. If you don't feel any conviction in what you're doing, reassess that. Like Kimmy Kim says, do an inventory check. Because we're wasting. We don't have that much time. You know, I was telling my son Dylan the other day, he wanted to sit down and he said that, you know, I send a message to my kids, I let them know like, I send a message to them and say, hey, if there's something you need to learn, teach you, show you, let me know, and I'll make sure that I'll sit down and talk to you about it. But anyway, he decided he wanted to sit down and have a cigar with me and on the porch, and he had a drink, and he wanted to talk to me.
That's my
And I
baby.
told him,
It's the only fifth light skinned boy I like.
I feel light skinned for it. And I talked to him, and I wanted him to understand. Oh, we have a little. I think it's our internet. There's too many people around that area. So we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. But listen, go after your desires. Believe in what you want. Go for it. Head first, and make it do what it do. You gotta believe in it. You gotta be. Your desires for it to happen has to be bigger than the obstacles in front of you. Okay, guys. I think all the people that came in our area kind of got it going like this. So we're gonna go
So
ahead.
we love and we like you, as you always say.
Yes, we like you, love you, want more of you.
Check us out.
Check us out at all our media platforms. And listen, it's been real, it's been fun. And every time we do our show, every time Kimmy and I get together and we do what we love, it's always real motherfucking fun. We're going to holler back at y'all. Till next time, check out the next video from RJ Mitchell and the other videos and interviews. Really, really dope stuff, guys. Talk to y'all soon. Love you.